police in order. The police in order said that the protest will not happen on the 20th of October. Maka freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Likewise, the freedom Nagaka, that 20th book memorial of NSAS victim. That is 5 years now. And nobody, how many years now? That's 2020 now. So, NSAS victims. Till now, nobody has been held accountable. Nothing about it. And people are still silent. So, tomorrow will be a historic moment. On the 20th, it will be a historic moment. Historic moment in the history of Nigeria. Two things they involve. When the police have got banyo that say no way, Sowore will say no going back. That no more nothing can stop it. And so on the 20th, go and mark your calendar. Two things here. Either the protest will be held and policy disrupted because now here may go their plan even through Ijele. They have all made their plans. And so very soon I'll be releasing some videos concerning Ijele. So I'm trying to gather some facts. Some of the effort Ijele put to confront the protests did not hold. So very soon, in a day or two now, I will start releasing those videos because I'm still getting them just small. So by the time everything is done, I will post it on this social media. Konya bana wefo ode mmadụ Ijele to Ndigbo. God the Kwenu mbozo. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a press conference called on the eve of Free Nnamdi Kanu protest slated for tomorrow at the Aso Rock Villa. We are here to let people know that this action is going on as planned across the world, as a matter of fact, but the center of gravity will be Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, where Mr. Nnamdi Kanu is currently unlawfully and unjustly detained by the director, the State Security Services, known as DSS. The law is very clear. Mr. Nnamdi Kanu's detention is not just illegal, it's a national disgrace. The government is disobeying its own courts and mocking the Nigerian Constitution, the 1999 Constitution that they subscribe to. Here is the truth, and what they don't want you to know is that the Court of Appeal cleared Mr. Kanu in 2022, and the charge acquitted him. That's the final. Yet the DSS, even upon this discharge and acquittal, never released him even for a second, in disobedience of the Court of Appeal position. It was pure contempt, and it has always been their tradition to defy the rule of law that they claim they subscribe to. The Supreme Court, of course, did take over the case erroneously. They overstepped. It is a twisted justice reversing a decision that has already been taken by a court of competent jurisdiction, like the Court of Appeal, on this particular matter. But even at that, the Supreme Court did say that Mr. Kanu never violated his bail condition. It was Nigerian Army that caused the confusion. And you know that double jeopardy is also a crime. Nobody under the law should be tried for an offense for which they will discharge and acquitted. It's known as double jeopardy. I may not be a lawyer, but I know this well enough. So also, let us let you know that the law under which Mr. Kanu is being tried is known as the Terrorism Act of 2013, which is dead and buried. You cannot try anybody under a law that does not exist. So we want to let you know that this fight is bigger than one person. It's about every Nigerian right to justice, dignity, and freedom. And when the state tramples on one man's rights, it endangers all of us. Our demand, therefore, is very clear. Obey the law, enforce the acquittal, release Mr. Nnamdi Kanu now. So tomorrow we will be out there, and we want to also clarify that there is no court order issued against the protests. Of course, the police, in their anxiety and desperation, went to the Federal High Court judge on Friday and asked him to stop us from visiting certain areas. In fact, they initially wanted to ask the judge to stop, but the judge vehemently denied that he cannot ask the Nigerians not to protest, exercise their fundamental human rights. So they granted a limited order, and the judge, in his number 3 order, said they must serve the defendants. They must have defendants by Friday. We have not been served. I only got to hear about the order through another person, and the order has lapsed because, as an ex parte order, service is the only thing that can activate an ex parte order. That has not been served. So we are going to head tomorrow and we will march peacefully, powerfully, and legally on the streets of Abuja. And anywhere you might be, our own position is that this must be completely peaceful protest. And we hope that at the end of the protest, common sense will prevail and will bring Mr. Nnamdi Kanu home. Thank you very much for coming. If you have any questions, please ask so that we can continue with the journey of mobilization.
Okay, the first question is that you say this is going to be a peaceful movement.
Yes, it is. It has always been a peaceful movement. Nnamdi Kanu himself, upon the beginning of this campaign, said he believes in no violence.
Okay, in the light of the development that there was an ex parte order from the court, which you just pointed out that it has lapsed.
Yes.
Being that it's aimed at achieving a peaceful means, have you been able to reach out to the police to say, okay, this is this?
Oh yeah, we went to the police on Friday. We visited, was it Thursday? We visited the Nigeria Police Force FCT command because they sent a letter to, they called the lawyer who had written them a letter. I accompanied the lawyer there, Barrister Maxwell Opara, who is one of the lawyers who had written a letter to them. So when I arrived there, they said I was not invited. So they apologized to me, and but I was there on I think it was on Thursday. Right? I went to the police command. Yes, the day the new police commissioner started work was that day we arrived there. So we also want to make it clear that we've heard that the police commissioner who is newly arrived was given a marching order to be high-handed tomorrow. We just want to warn him that is a member of Nigerian police force and not a private mercenary force of any political party or politician or special interest, and that nothing must happen to any of the protesters tomorrow. The job of the police is to protect, and anything short of that would be an international crime.
Yeah, the course of action you are taking, one may ask, why are you taking this kind of action? Bearing in mind that the case is in court, why not wait for the court to see it through?
Well, I just read to you that the case had been completed in court as far back as 2022, when the Court of Appeal ruled that his extraordinary rendition and his trial was null and void. His charge and acquitted him. What we are having now is a rigmarole, is what is referred to as double jeopardy in law. It is a crime. So if there was a case, they would have been able to conclude it in 10 years, or when they renewed it in 2021. But the position of the law, the position of the court, which has not been vacated, is that it's charged and acquitted.
How far do you intend to see this through, assuming he's not released?
Until Nnamdi Kanu is free.
I want you to equally react to one doctor, a member of the NMA, that questioned the legality, the authenticity, and the rights of the NMA to actually side with the government and then write a report in such a manner. What's your opinion?
The NMA in this case is a disgrace. These are organizations that are supposed to be fighting for the right of doctors. I think maybe all the doctors with common sense has left the country. So we are left with those who can't think for themselves. Otherwise, the NMA I used to know under Dr. Beko Ransom-Kuti would never have sided with injustice.
Are you going to use the court to contest that position from
Absolutely. I'm not a lawyer. It has a very solid legal team. We are just providing a solid team, as citizens of conscience who are appalled by the continued trial and violation of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu's rights and those of his organization. That's what we're here to do, because we are all one, all of us who are oppressed in this country.
Does this case, Nnamdi Kanu's case, does it equally now validate the fears in Nigerians that they have no hope in the judiciary?
Yes, I'm in a better position to tell you, because I also get unjustly tried by the Nigerian state through our court system. Just 2 weeks ago, I was in 1 week tried to call for offences that were not only nebulous, frivolous, but violated even my own personal dignity, and they were done by judges. So this is also a challenge to our judges to go back to doing the work of what is just and legal.
Finally, what will you say to those who are nursing the fears that the court has made a decision, the police will go high on them, they shouldn't?
No, there's no decision, let's be very clear, there's no decision from the court not to protest. The only order that was given to the police, which we just saw today, said don't go to Aso Rock and don't go to certain sensitive buildings, according to them. But we have told you the position of the law regarding an ex parte order obtained but not served. You can only activate an order. And the judge was very clear: serve the defendant by Friday, the close of business. Nobody served us. Even though I was at the police station myself. I think I was on the police station on Friday. I wasn't served. I was at the FCT command on Friday. Same day they were obtaining their fake court order. Thank you very much for coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you tomorrow on the streets.
All right.